ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the most electrifying podcast in sports entertainment. Welcome to the Under the Ring podcast. It's me, your boy, the 49er gang man, Candango. It's me, folks. Yes, y'all know me. I'm a 49er fan. Right now, we are playing the Little Blue Giants. So let's keep up the Let's keep up that win. Let's keep up these wins here, boys. Let's keep up these wins. Joining me as always, Sacktown, baby. Sorry about that, folks. Joining me as always, the man behind the boards, the man who makes the show go round. Bang gang, baby. The man who makes the show go round. The man who just gave us that wonderful picture right there. Give it up for our boy, Mongo.
What's going on, folks? Hope y'all had a great week. Hope y'all had a better day than a lot of other people had today because
shit. Oh boy.
We're gonna be talking about some stuff today. Good God.
Also joining me, the man from Louisville, Kentucky, with the beer in his hand, the forever IC champ, drinking the broken skull today, folks. Now, folks, if y'all know anything about this man, Matt, if he pulls out a broken skull, then that means there was some serious wrestling news that went on. That man only.
Mongo got a preview of this on Saturday when I bought it. Y'all won't believe. Mongo already knows.
That was good.
I bought a whole case of Steve Austin's Broken Skull Double IPA. I've never had it. I just started drinking it on Saturday. Whole case. Guess how much I paid for it?
Give me $13.99.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
You gotta put your ass on the Price is Right. Damn.
$13.99. It was cleared out for a whole case of it. 8%. It is good. It's good. It's a double IPA, 8%. So if you chug one of these, you will have a good buzz. I'm probably about to do that right after I get done talking. It's been a long week.
I got a beer for you to try too, Matt. I don't know if you saw it, the one I put in the chat. That Voodoo Ranger.
Oh
punch.
Yeah.
I had a Voodoo Ranger fruit punch. First of all, it's 9.6%.
Oh dang.
And the initial taste is hoppy, and then the after bite, completely fruity, completely passion fruit, mango. Like you taste fruit. So because of that fruit, you start drinking more. I was drunk in 15 minutes. I was drunk in 15 minutes easily. Get to the news, fine. We'll get to the news. God damn it! Yeah, you want to be all about the news.
A lot of folks have been fired. And I already got my little review.
We'll talk about it.
You know what? It's been Here's the thing. It's been a firing day all around. WWE did some firings. I did some firings today. It's been
Did somebody in the NFL get fired today? Did somebody in the NFL get fired today?
Yeah, the DC defensive coordinator for he stepped down. He resigned. Because the FBI raided his fucking house.
That'll do it. Do it. All right. Well, since we're already talking about it, let's get into it. The most important news of the day: SmackDown.
Dolph is gone.
Fox 2024. This is what news you're talking about.
No. No, the most important news is about Dolph. Damn it.
Right. So early today. So originally, I want to talk about this first because this came, and then an hour later, this happened.
Right.
We'll get back to it. So, after announcing a new deal with NBCU, $1.4 billion, I believe, was the amount. Record high profits, record high sales every single time they do a show.
But they're stagnant.
Merch, they're stagnant, and had to do.
Because Vince is a liar. That's why. That's all that is.
Yeah, Miz is all that does suck for Miz. Folks, right now there are 20 names that have been cut from the WWE roster, main roster and NXT. There are more actually because there's a report going around that NXT had 18 plus cuts, most of which have not yet to even see TV.
And then on top of that, these cuts are coming after all the front office and cuts from the merger, where they were like, we got two departments that do marketing. Guess what? We don't need two. We don't need two of everything.
To the point where Nick Khan sent the email and told everybody work from home because it might be a chance that your ass ain't coming back here. Yeah. So just work from home.
Just hope it don't fall. So yeah, right. This sucks. The first name was one of the most shocking just because he's on TV a lot right now. Not anymore. Like he's been on TV a lot.
He had just said he was going to be on TV this Monday.
Mustafa Ali, who just 2 weeks ago won a #1 contendership to face Dominic Mysterio for the North American Champion. The top heel, let's be real, aside from Roman, Dominic Mysterio is the top heel in the company.
Yes, he is.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He might surpass Roman. For the simple fact is, people actually shut up when Roman talks. Dominic can't get a word in.
They don't want to hear Dom speak.
Dominic has Gibson heat. Okay, remember when they was throwing shoes at him?
Shoes off. Yeah. So
and it's crazy that they just left. They just got wrote off. But Ali,
Yeah. So before we get into this, we should say, this was a shock to a lot of people because up until now, what they've been doing is they've just been letting deals run out. This contract expire like normal, like AEW does, like most other companies do. And with Vince, kind of stepping away, they kind of figured, no more shock releases. Your deal runs out, and if you don't get hired back, you don't get hired back. But at least you get your full deal.
And no,
nope.
And no.
This WWE, we fire you on the spot. So
how my man from
apparently a morale hit, obviously. Ali, he was on NXT Tuesday. He's getting, he's the #1 contender. Dragon Lee's getting the match with Dom first.
And
so
now
it show up on Monday night. He was going to show up on Raw, and now
ruin the match. He was going to show up on Raw and ruin the match. And guess what? No.
Yeah. So we'll go back and address stuff. Emma was next. Tenille Dashwood is next. Followed by a big favorite.
Hold on. Before we get to that one, because I'm about to shed a tear for that. That's the last name you just said. So Cardona's no longer going to be begging for to come home anymore since his wife is dead.
I think he will. Well, no. His wife's still there. His wife is
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea. But
Emma was his ex. Yeah.
Right. So.
So Emma's gone. Boogs, a big favorite of ours, of all of us. Rick Boogs is no more.
And then we get to Emma's actual fiance.
Riddick Moss. Yeah, he's
Riddick Moss, baby.
Aaliyah is gone. Elias is gone.
Hey, shout out to Elias though. That man, I follow him. That man he's found God. Like he went to the Holy Land. That was one of the last posts I remember seeing of his before.
Wait, did he really?
Yeah, like he went to the Holy Land and was like putting up pictures of it, and he was saying like, "Oh man, I'm so happy I've made it here. This is a once in a lifetime experience." And I was like, "Yeah, he ain't coming back. He's found God."
Well, you know what, Elias, good for you, brother.
Good for you. To find something to make you happier in this shitty world, good for you, brother.
He's. I got a few notes for each of these. Not everybody, but a few of them. He's one of them because he, up until the end of last month, had been pitching stories for his return.
Yeah.
So he was still trying to get back in. And I guess they just figured.
Not today.
I love his little note he put because I mean, it's a whole summary of everything he's done, and it's like, yo, he did have a #1 iTunes album.
Legitimately had a #1.
We're never going to forget him and Kevin Owens having the whole city of Seattle ready to kill them.
Ready to murder
Them
them.
folks don't play about their supersonics. They don't play about their supersonics. I don't play about the supersonics either. I miss them.
Word.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. My all-time favorite player used to be until he did that dumb shit recently. Sean Kemp.
No.
Until he did. Dumbass.
Next up is Top Dollar. Top Dollar's out.
Michael Cole is sitting at home going, ha ha.
You make fun of now, man.
I was like, damn, that's what I gotta make fun of. Dana Brooke, pouring out for Mike, for our brother Mike, lost Dana Brooke this week.
I'm glad she gone.
I missed that one. Dana's actually gone?
Yeah, Dana's out.
Dana gone.
Yeah. Shelton Benjamin's gone.
Who the hell are the ladies gonna have to beat up for no reason? There goes all three of our team squash matches.
Natalia.
I was about to say it's Natalia.
But Natty be sneaking out wins every now and then.
She does. She's that is a -6 machine if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Shelton Benjamin's gone. Which Shelton's like one of my personal favorites. They just didn't really know what to do with him after the Hurt business.
Right.
And it's weird because you could have had him and Cedric stay as a tag team and like they've been fine, but for some reason they just did not want to do anything with Shelton, and I don't know why. I think it was shown on Snap. I think Tito shared this. Say that maybe you can put Shelton in the BCC and AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Fit, but I think the BCC is about to break up because they just lost every single belt they had.
And people. Like, but
Daniel Bryan's
you know what?
Mox is injured. Let me get through the rest of this before we do anything else.
Hold on, I was gonna say, Shelton. Shelton. I'm sorry. I think the issue with Shelton was they didn't know where to place Shelton because Shelton got bigger as far as muscle wise and started doing power moves, but he still had a lot of the old athletic ability that he used to have. So it was hard to figure out, like, okay, do we match him more with bigger dudes or do we match him more with smaller dudes? Like, don't know which one to kind of match him with. So I think that's probably where the issue came in with Shelton.
I'll tell you what you do with him. Put him in NXT.
That would have definitely worked.
Just have him work the up and coming crowd. But so yeah, of course, Matt's boy, Dolph Ziggler. Nearly a 20-year career from when he first signed on in OVW to now. Nearly 20 years.
Like
John Cena gave him a tweet, like tweeted out as many matches that he did.
I knew it was gonna happen, man.
You know what? He had an awesome run. He had an awesome run, and then on top of that, like he was one of the few people that was able to continue his outside ventures and still stay with the company. Like they knew he was doing the stand-up comedy thing, and they would like give him time off. Yeah, go ahead, go do your couple of tour dates and bring your ass back.
Yeah, I think he's probably just going to focus on that more.
That's what I've been looking forward to.
Years ago, Matt, is that right? He wanted to be released like in 2021.
Yeah, like he's done. He's just been thankful for the time he's been. Like he's gotten all this extra time, and people be like, "Oh, you deserve better," and he's just like, "I don't care how." He's just like, "I don't care. They put me where they want to put me." He's like, "I've done everything I can do," and he literally has.
Right.
He's a 2-time world champion, an NXT champion, US Tag, Intercontinental. He has probably the greatest cash in ever.
Right.
That's probably my favorite.
Yeah. I was saying that earlier. Like Seth is best known because it was at Mania, but as far as like the one everyone is like really invested in and really excited about, it was Dolph. And
I mean, Mike was there at the ground floor of "It's Dolph time, baby."
You on mute, Mike?
I always remember Dolph giving us the first ever live -6 in fantasy. So it was a little bit of spite.
Dolph defeating AJ was hilarious right there for y'all. Dolph versus Edge. Like Dolph is one of the few people that actually faced Edge before he retired, like in the company. I think he was the only person that actually faced Edge.
Listen, Dolph, in my opinion, is going to go down as the greatest seller in wrestling history. I'm putting Dolph there. Dolph is the greatest seller in wrestling history. Dolph will make you look like a gabillion bucks in the ring. He was the one who started that whole
for so long. That's literally
he was the one who started that whole extra flip when people do a monkey flip.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot who. I think it was
him and Morrison were doing it. I think Dolph was the one that got it right.
Right.
Morrison's always like a little off on the flip.
Dolph,
right. Dolph used to land flat on his face. Okay.
Dolph has it ends the greatest rivalry in sports entertainment, and Greg probably is gonna crack up when I say it. No more Dolph versus Kofi. Dolph versus Kofi has been the match of the millennium.
Up, down, down, baby. Damn near since that channel started, it has been Dolph versus Kofi.
We get
all
no
the big
more.
matches.
If you thought me versus Greg was a rivalry, Dolph versus Kofi is longer than that.
Those boys were doing, Street Fighter, Madden, they did FIFA, they did like live stuff. Like they were always back and forth. Another person, speaking of up, down, down,
hold on, Mongo.
Up, down champion.
Hold on, Mongo. Ladies and gentlemen, also joining us now, the good stone and Mr. Mike Hall. Mike is joining us as usual. Go ahead, Mongo. Had to get the introduction.
I just want to say this. I just want to say this real quick about Dolph. I'm sorry, Mongo. When me and Matt first lived together, I hated Dolph. I hated Dolph. I thought he was a ripoff HBK. And then on top of that, you're stealing Billy Gunn's shit too. You're stealing his shit. I hated Dolph. But I had lived with Matt for so long, I actually wound up liking Dolph. It's kind of like how Kenny hated Finn and wound up liking Finn. That's how I was with Dolph.
It's fucking Matt's fault. It's Matt's fault. Couldn't stand Finn.
Yeah. Matt's good at turning folks back to people.
It was the music. It's always the music. The dude comes, I'm here to show the world. Okay. Then he comes out, he does that little gyration, and then I'm like, okay, he that dude. Then he had AJ, he had Vicky with him, that was cool. But then he got AJ with him. Oh, yeah, you got Big E with you now, too? Yeah, he that dude. Dolph that dude.
He was also part of one of the biggest botches in wrestling history when Big E busted AJ's fucking chest open.
I even liked his song before that, man.
Media hammer hawk hit that little chicken wing.
Perfection. That's how they end up getting. I'm here to show the world.
Yep. Show the world. That is the shit.
But yeah, so let's run the rest of this list real quick, and we can get back to talking about individuals. Like I said, up, down, down. Current up, down champion. Mace. Mace and Mansois. Massey and Mansois are both gone. I really like that group, honestly. But
they suck.
Xavier Woods over here.
They were
when CM Punk left.
No, I don't think they suck. I think
yeah,
they were ass.
Nah, y'all didn't see the stuff they did online. Y'all missed it.
Dude,
good stuff.
I saw what they did in the ring. I'm talking about the in-ring shit.
They were jobbers. That's what they do.
But they weren't even good jobbers.
You weren't watching Man's tour then on 205 Live, brother.
I got worried. I saw the writing was on the wall once they took Maxine away from them. Mm-hmm. Once they moved her to Alpha Academy, it's like, oh, damn.
Y'all done.
So here we go. This is the NXT crowd. Bryson Montana,
Don't know.
Yulia Leon,
Know her.
I've seen her a couple times.
Kevin Ventura Cortez,
Nope.
Who the fuck is
Daniel
that?
MacArthur. Like I said, a lot of these names are going to be people that haven't made TV yet.
They're them NIL. A lot of them are them NIL people.
NILs. Alexis Gray. And then here comes some other names you might know. Quincy Elliott.
Good. Good.
Quincy's dumbass is gone after all the bullshit he did last. He ruined his own career.
You had someone almost commit suicide because of you, Quincy.
Dumbass.
He didn't even give a damn.
Like,
yeah, you know, hey, don't do stupid shit. Dabakado's gone as well. Again. And so is Shanky.
Oh
no, not the Shankster.
So yeah, right now
Shank
names.
Ain't they going back to India and they gonna get rid of Shanky? That's fucked up.
They
actually they just left India and had Shanky winning big matches in India.
They said that's enough.
I had friends
That's enough.
that go to those shows like Shanky got a big pop. Well, Shanky's fucking gone.
Yeah. Shanky got his hanky. Bye.
So Shanky's out. So yeah, that's
Shanky better keep up them new car payments for that Ford Explorer he just bought.
It's supposed to be around 18 more.
Around 18 more.
Yeah,
Here's the thing about it. That's scary because they kind of already trimmed the fat with at least the main roster. They trimmed, I guess, the fat for the main roster. So now they're starting to go into the meat and muscle part.
No, they're gonna go after the problem people, aka
Riddle.
Mister, he got touched and assaulted at the airport or whatever.
I'm honest to God surprised that name was not on this list.
It will be.
I was shocked.
It will be.
But, we're not going to get into who should and shouldn't. That's not a cool thing to really do. So we're not going to talk about it.
It's not a cool thing, but I'm saying it's bound to happen.
So most of these names, unfortunately, you kind of saw the writing on the wall, like Matt said. A lot of them we don't really know because they were NIL targets. But there are a few that were kind of shocking. So Ali, he was working through an injury to do this NXT run for them. This NXT run was like a favor, essentially, that he was like, I'm hurt, but I'm gonna make this work. And they fired him for it, which sucks. Emma expected to get a chance to work Chamber because that was going to be in Australia.
And no.
Doesn't get it, which sucks. Aaliyah, I think she expected it. I saw reports back in April that she's been waiting to come back since like January. She's not been able to get in touch and talk to anybody on creative. They've had zero plans for her. So even though she's a former tag champion, they just didn't see anything in there, I guess, which is unfortunate. But she's been there for years, right? She's been there since like.
We were surprised she made it out of. We were surprised when they called the ass up from NXT. We thought she was going to get cut in NXT.
Yeah.
When they did that round of cuts, we first started hearing about cuts and stuff like that. We thought, oh yeah, Aaliyah's going to be gone. Next week, she was drafted. We were like, what the shit is this?
Drafted to SmackDown.
We were like, what the shit?
Elias, like we said, was pitching returns as recent as late August. Riddick Moss, back when Heyman was running SmackDown, Heyman considered him someone that could be a main eventer.
That's probably why he won the Andre, baby.
Yeah, and then when Heyman stopped running SmackDown
and followed Roman,
nobody else thought that.
Pretty Mouse push with the Roman, y'all.
Yep. Because like you could tell the second Heyman stopped running SmackDown, because the second that happened, Riddy Mo started losing like great like.
Riddy Mo's supposed to be the head of the table, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The head on the picnic table.
So you know,
Nigga, please.
I would say this: he was getting a lot better. He was getting a lot
He
better.
was.
And they just decided they just stopped working with him. Lee had the question. Was it 8 years?
Yeah, it had to be.
She stole money from them for 8 years.
Yeah, it had to be for that long.
She saved up.
Because think about it. Aaliyah was down there when Oscar was down there. When
I saw her get destroyed at an NXT house show.
Charlotte destroyed her.
Exactly.
Charlotte destroyed her down there, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, Charlotte and then whipped her ass a couple of times down there.
I mean, she literally
and Charlotte could have done that on 2 different occasions.
Who is Alexis Gay?
Like Mongo said, she won those tag titles, and then she got hurt.
Great.
And then she never came back.
Great.
She is
great.
I saw her profile, like somebody put up her little Twitter profile to say like they apparently, if y'all didn't catch on, the new lingo now is I am no longer with WWE.
Yeah,
it's no longer like wish you well in your future endeavors and all that stuff. They'll just the person they tell them, oh, such and such is, they'll just be like, I'm no longer with WWE. And she put that up, and I was like, I've never seen you before in my life. And then she had on a Chase U t-shirt. I said, oh, of course. They used you as a Chase U extra. That's why I've never seen you.
I do wonder how many Chase U extras are gone now. So yeah, and then Dolph's deal was set to end this summer of 2024. And yeah, I'm just kind of shocked that they just didn't let Dolph's deal run out. But maybe he just knew that he didn't have much else to do, and like some of these could be, maybe they are mutual, maybe they're not. But like we don't really know unless somebody says anything.
They won't know for that Ali was mutual.
Won't know for 90 days.
I don't think Ali was December 20th.
I don't think Ali's is mutual. I think Ali is as shocked as most of us are.
Boogs.
Oh yeah, Boogs. Boogs. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, me and Mongo were captivated by Rick Boogs off of
from day one
fucking match. Okay.
He wrestled a match against Drew Gulak, and I remember it like it was yesterday. He came out
and air guitar the fuck out of our hearts.
Not just air guitar, air drums, air keyboard, air tambourine, air saxophone,
air rock the fuck out.
Everything. And I was like, I want this man to be world champion tonight. I want this man. And this was when NXT was on the network. So we actually turned on the app to watch NXT. Mm-hmm.
And Rick Boogs came out. Me and Mongo were in the chat going, absolutely yes. We need this now. We need more. We didn't see Rick Boogs again for 3 damn weeks. Okay? We didn't see Rick Boogs again for 3 weeks. We got a match. We saw Rick Boogs again. 2 weeks later, we got one more match. Next thing we know, this happens.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, that was really when he was worth a damn when he was with Nakamura. But the bad part about it is, I guess that's the end of the Snickers High Protein commercial with him and Bianca because he's gone.
Oh, yeah. But I think Boogs. I think it just came down to him being injury prone. He got hurt twice. And it sucks.
He got hurt in the tag team match. Remember when he tried to lift? We watched that shit at WrestleMania. He tried to lift both Usos and both his motherfucking. He pulled the Vince.
And Vince saw that and was like, he can't lift 2 guys at once. Get him the fuck out of here. But
what the shut up, son of a bitch knows he couldn't do that.
Look, I don't care where it is. Ring of Honor, Impact. I just saw that weird New York Joshi promotion that they're doing on TikTok. Somebody bring in Boogs to play someone's entrance and just make money because that man is electric. I don't. He doesn't have to get in the ring once.
Hold on, Mongo, Matt. What's the dude in New Japan who does the opera with the mask before he comes in?
Shit.
Boogs, find him immediately. Shit, what is his name? You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about.
Taguchi.
Yes.
Taguchi.
Boogs, find Taguchi.
No. It's Taichi. Taichi's the guy.
Taichi. Find him immediately, Boogs.
Taichi.
Find him immediately.
That'd be perfect. That would be perfect.
Absolutely.
So yeah, a lot of this, some of them you kind of see coming, and some of them are really shocking, and it sucks. You go back to anytime there's like a big day of releases in the WWE. People like to go back and think of Black Wednesday when they cut like 60 people.
He
gonna be working at Swingers Palace.
Reginald
just pressed the swinger button.
Reginald, you just did something.
I said it.
He
earlier.
did just lose his boy Zicky to NWA. So
I said it earlier in the chat. Coming to the Impact Zone, Ethan Booger. Booger.
Listen, that
they can always give him the last name Swinger. Don't matter.
That can always work.
He could be Swinger.
That would work. What the shit? Whoa.
Swinger ain't that good, but he's the swing man, daddy.
Whoa. Let's not say things we're gonna regret later on, Matthew.
Right, like what do you mean?
Not that good for his to be this old. He is old.
That man used to curl.
Is 27 years. He's in his prime,
and his relationship status is complicated.
Yeah, he's 27,
and that's why he has. That's why he has Rick Swinger. That's why Boogs is his son.
Look, if you don't like Boogs, Batty, I've tried to not ban you from chat for like, but like you're making that very difficult for me because that felt personal. That felt like a shot.
Right, like you can't disrespect the Boogs. I'm sorry, you really can't.
That's right. You just called him a craven, basically. Come on now.
Basically.
How dare you? How dare you? All right, let's Boogs entertaining. Yes, he is.
Don't hurt me, Batty. I was just saying that. I don't want no enemy.
So, real quick, let's get back to other stuff. We can talk about more of this later. Let's just run down the rest of the news. SmackDown is set to leave Fox in 2024.
Man, SmackDown ever moving.
Courtesy
of still moving.
The Wall Street Journal reported this. SmackDown will be moving to NBC Universal's USA Network October 2024. Also, Raw and NXT will probably be leaving the USA Network.
Yeah.
Maybe Amazon, maybe Disney Plus.
And maybe not Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing.
Also, if SmackDown is the one to go and they lose Raw, USA Network likes that third hour. So does SmackDown become a 3-hour show?
Absolutely.
I really hope it doesn't. But
absolutely.
The funny thing about all of this, not only is all this stuff moving, streaming stuff on Hulu, WWE's content on Hulu is also getting ready to expire.
Damn.
All of their deals. This is why Vince knew what he was doing when only thing that messed up was him having the allegations. He timed all this stuff up perfectly for this merger. They
Like,
is murdered.
y'all deal with this shit, not me.
Everything is up, and now he can sit up there as the executive chairman. But see, there's a difference now. Because,
Why is it ew?
It's a difference. Ew, because we're thinking of it as SmackDown, and SmackDown has always been treated as the B show, even though at times it has been the best show. We saw it during the SmackDown 6. We seen it during the early beginnings with Shane and DB as general manager and whatever they were calling Shane, executive producer, whatever the hell he was. But
hold on,
it was a good show. I don't want a 3 hour. I don't want a 3 hour show.
I do. Because you know why?
I don't want a 3 hour SmackDown.
You know why I want it? You know why I want it? Because for the simple fact of what Mongo brought up, they're going to be going to either Prime or Disney Plus. I'm not going to want to turn on an app anymore, a different app anymore to go watch Raw on one, NXT on another. I'm not going to want to do that. There are times, even as a hardcore fan, I just want to be a casual wrestling fan. There are times that I honestly, because of work and because of life, I forget it's Monday and I be like, oh shit, yeah, Raw is on, as I'm switching by it. So because now I'm going to have to go searching for the other wrestling I was going to get, yeah, give me that 3 hours because that's what I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch that 3 hours and I'm not going to watch anything else. I'm not going to go searching. It's not a pay-per-view. This is a weekly show.
Okay.
I can read spoilers to find out what the fuck happened on the weekly show.
I agree.
I agree. I'm the same way.
That's fair. Yeah.
I did see something to go along with, like, they were saying that the way it's looking, you're going to have SmackDown on USA, and they said the way it's looking, Raw is probably going to stay on USA. That NBC Universal is basically going to they're going to break the bank to keep Raw.
I mean, it'd be dumb. I'd be dumb to.
They'd be dumb not to. It's like probably the longest television show on Raw on USA channel right now. The longest running.
It is the most profitable show they've ever had.
So if anything, we're going to end up having NXT move. It's either not going to be on Tuesday. The one thing I don't want SmackDown to go to 3 hours. If they keep Raw is not going to stay at 3 hours. SmackDown's going to stay at 2.
Hold on, I just figured this out.
If they keep Raw there, then no, I don't want a 3 hour SmackDown. But if they move Raw to those other things, I do.
They're gonna keep Raw on USA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. SmackDown is gonna be moved to Wednesdays.
Dynamite.
For just because what else were you talking about in early in the chat, Matt? How Collision is now fucked. Because not only does this NBC deal affect SmackDown, they're bringing back big special
Saturday night main event, baby.
WWE on NBC. Now that sounds cool because just like the NBA on NBC or NFL on whatever on Fox. If they can come up with now WWE on NBC sounds hot. Now all the wrestling fan in us, we instantly heard we're going to have a primetime special 4 times a year called WWE on NBC. Nah, fuck that. Saturday night's main event. We instantly said Saturday night's main event. 15 years ago, we were having Saturday night's main event. And Mongo brought up, it was like, it was like an hour. I was like, I knew it was something short. Because I would be like, it's over?
Listen,
it was
like I told y'all in the chat. Saturday night's main event is where it was literally like bigger than WrestleMania at times, because that's where you would get the good previews. Those are Saturday night's main events were the going home shows for a lot of the pay-per-views. So that's why there was only 3 or 4, because you had one for like Royal Rumble, you have one for WrestleMania, you have one for SummerSlam, and you have one for Survivor Series. That's it.
Now, if I was WWE, and this is like the
Why
sport,
would you wish that evil? See, this is why people talk about banning you.
I don't think he's
Like,
gonna come back.
this is why people talk about banning you.
I was trying to go like a week without us talking about Punk, but fine, fuck it. Here we go. He is not
No.
coming back.
He's not coming back.
Because also you got to think about this: WWE and the UFC just merged. Who also is Punk pissed off in the past? The UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Dana White gonna be like, nah, don't bring that motherfucker over here.
I saw him lose 2 matches to nobody.
Got his ass.
Put his ass on Power Slap.
If I was WWE,
I would love to see that shit.
I
His
don't
ass
even know
on Power Slap.
Power Slap went from being so high and great to just being like swept under the rug, and they were putting it on like other channels. They were putting it on like YouTube because that show, as soon as that season was over, they were like, they're not bringing it back. So it became like a super niche sport, just like that. But if I was WWE, and if they're doing these shows, they said 4, I believe. So that's for 4 seasons. It's 4 seasons in a year. If y'all want to do something, y'all got the names for these shows. How about you break open a little Starcade, a little Halloween Havoc,
Bingo.
Start using the WCW names instead of breaking them down and use them in NXT. Bring back Starcade.
Make them a big deal.
That Saturday. Make that WWE on NBC. Starcade.
Shit. Cody Rhodes main eventing in Starcade. That is money.
Starcade 24.
Money.
Dude, y'all weren't around for Starcade. Y'all weren't around for Starcade 87.
I was definitely not, because I was still taking.
Night of the Skywalkers, when they had that scaffold match, baby.
I'm not losing out hope on winning time.
I'm mad about that. I hope I'm not even like a big basketball fan, and that show was incredible. That show was fantastic.
No show about the history of the Lakers. I'm gonna be on my soapbox real quick. No show about the history of the Lakers should ever end with Boston winning. Damn championship.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
I don't give a damn if it's 1984, if it's 2008. If you were talking about the Lakers, it should end with the Lakers on top. Bar none. Simple as that. But powers that be at HBO Max, Warner Brothers Discovery, thought otherwise and canceled the show after 2 seasons. So we're ending the show in 1984. We're not getting no Michael Jordan. We're not getting no back-to-back Lakers. We're not getting no bad boy Pistons. We're not even getting, we got a snippet at the beginning of season 1 of Magic's HIV announcement. We don't even get that. And the bad part about this show is if this show had continued to be, the writer's strike killed it. If the show had continued to be good, it would have led into a show about the Kobe and Shaq Lakers. Now we're not getting that. But I'm holding out hope that another service or someone out there buys the show and we can have it continue, because it's just a travesty. It's just wrong.
It's such just a waste of a great
fucking show.
And
like, I can't.
It's based on the book. The book is good. I've read the book. That's why I was so excited for the show to actually happen.
It's based on a book. I should read it.
It's based on a book called Showtime, but they couldn't name the show Showtime because there's a channel.
It also killed House.
I'll check the book out.
The book is awesome because it gives you all the lowdown, dirty details that actually happen, just like on Winning Time. The dude that writes it, Jeff Pearlman, I believe, he did a book on this Lakers, that era Lakers, the 2000 Lakers. He did one on the Cowboys. He's wrote a whole bunch of books, but he's a great author. So, but yeah, check out the book, check out the show. Still on there. You get 2 seasons at least.
Listen,
that's some bullshit.
It killed. Also, I mean, the writer's strike. It killed Winning Time. But Max has been on some bullshit. They killed Southside too. Southside was a good show.
They've been killing shit for no reason for years.
Warner Brothers Discovery is cheap. The only show they are not going to kill. If you don't have dragons, if you're not dragons, you're not House of Dragon, Game of Thrones, something Sopranos related, some other type, something that makes them money. DC, if they think you're a worthy superhero, they're cutting you. They're just giving up the reason.
Hell, I'm worried about Last of Us. I'm worried about that shit.
Please don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
I'll tell you boys right now. Y'all got the best season out of it. Because that next season, people are gonna be bitching like crazy. Y'all didn't play the game, so y'all don't get it. But people are gonna be very upset. And I was so excited for it. I was so excited for that hate. Because that's like when I was watching Game of Thrones. I read the first few books. I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are gonna be real upset when that Red Wedding happened. It's the same exact feeling. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be good. Because I'm a bastard.
People upset. You like making grown men cry for some reason.
Yeah, it's because they made me cry when I was younger.
But we told you stop going in basements.
I was saying that's like
look. Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 5 times, maybe don't.
You liked it.
Like getting hyped. Like getting hyped right.
5 times. Love
like getting hyped right.
LUV ain't no LOVE. That's LUV. You love it.
Unless Tom Dubois, you love going to butt pounding jail.
That's cool. So, Max or HBO, there was another show that I loved. That was a black show. That I was like, how did you cancel this? And it was Lovecraft Country.
Yeah,
I love that show.
That randomly.
That for no reason.
Lovecraft was awesome.
Lovecraft was high ratings. It was high ratings all throughout. It was one of the best shows they ever did. And like, yep, no more. We're done.
Yep.
Why?
That show was amazing.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. I also recommend the book, but the book and the show are a bit different. The show is still fantastic.
I'm not
it's one
gonna
of those
lie.
shows that like change stuff up, but it changed things, and it's still great.
I'm not gonna lie. Once the strike is over, besides of course Dragons, and Last of Us, I am dying to watch the rest of fucking Interview with the Vampire,
bro.
Because I know the movie and the books. Like I am dying to see where they. Right, I am dying to see where they go with this next. Like, yo. This is about to get real intense.
All right, we gotta get back.
Let's go back to wrestling. Damn it.
Sorry. So
folks.
SmackDown deal, $1.4 billion, right?
You know what I would?
And they firing folks.
And saying that they've stagnant.
But next point, the TKO stop has dropped 10 points following the SmackDown news.
Oh, people want to know. Where the hell is this show about to be at? SmackDown is the Basher show. It's always moved. It started out on Thursdays, and even though they told us it was on Thursdays, it was technically recorded on Tuesdays.
Right.
Then it comes on Thursday. Then you moved it. It was on UPN. Then UPN got merged.
You pick a nigga. You pick a nigga. I remember that station. Homeboys in outer space was on You Pick a Nigga.
It was on. It became on the My channel. My ass. My 64.
Outer space. Ain't no way.
Then don't remember. Y'all remember. Didn't it go to? No, that was ECW. It went to Sci-Fi, but there was times it would be on Sci-Fi.
Oh hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then
they're on Sci-Fi.
They were on Sci-Fi. Then they got moved to we're on USA. It's going to Tuesdays, which was kind of awesome. It was great for me as the fantasy scorekeeper. You mean I get to knock this shit out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Cool. Get this shit done. Have a pay-per-view on Sunday. Boom, bing, bam. I am done. Nope. Y'all want to fuck around. And guess what? Y'all want to take it off of USA and put it on the regular TV again for the people that don't have cable. Hey, I'm all for that because hey, I ain't always had cable, so it would help. You on Fox now? Y'all say, hey, guess what?
Wait? Did you mention when they were on the CW?
Yeah, I said the CW.
Okay.
When they merged UPN and WB became the CW. Now
you pick a nigga and Country Whites came together.
now they saying, guess what, y'all? Y'all gonna need cable again to watch wrestling. Y'all ain't gonna be able to. And that's been all sports in general. That's how all.
That was Homeboys in Outer Space.
It was black dude in outer space. That was the premise of the show.
How old are you?
Don't answer that question.
I know what that is.
I don't want to know the answer to the question you just asked, Mongo.
The token white guy. I know what that is.
Homeboys in outer space is what happens when you just have all white people in a meeting room and they're like, what would get black people to watch this show? How about we just put black people in outer space? What should we call the show? I don't know. I was around some black people and I heard him call his friend Homeboy. All right, we'll call it Homeboys in outer space.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing, Mongo, and you should know this. The bartender from Homeboys in Outer Space is Principal Lewis from American Dad.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Kenny.
I fuck with because Mike gonna crack up as soon as I do the song from it. You know what I fuck with?
Peacocking, baby.
Malcolm and Eddie.
Malcolm and Eddie, yes. Malcolm and.
All right, legit. I did really like Malcolm and Eddie. I like Malcolm and Eddie. I was a big fan.
What?
I watched Malcolm and Eddie.
Eddie Griffin, crackhead, tweaking ass. What?
No.
Oh no, Homeboys in Outer Space was ass. Malcolm and Eddie
was good. Malcolm
and Eddie is a classic. Okay.
Easily. Yeah, underrated.
There was a time after all that stuff went up, after they killed UPN, where
you know who was the king of UPN? Fucking Flex Alexander. That motherfucker had about 18 shows on You Pick a Nigga. He was the yo.
This is the reason. That is the reason why the stock dropped. SmackDown has bounced on so many freaking networks, and now they're telling people, guess what? We're moving it again. And guess what? We don't know what night. It could be on Thursday. It could be on Friday. It could be on Tuesday. We just know it's going to be SmackDown on USA.
Eddie Griffin doing his Sammy Davis impression.
They moved SmackDown one night to show a Ron White special.
Like, at least when it was on Fox, it was steady. It was steady. You knew the only time they would tell you it was going to be on FS1, and if they didn't tell you it was going to be on FS1, the only time SmackDown would not be on your channel is because of preseason football. If you live in a city that shows preseason football, like
here's the thing. SmackDown being on Fox was such a smart move because you know why? Every bar in America has some type of cable, and Fox is definitely a channel that they have. You can walk into a lot of sports bars at night and be like, yo, turn on SmackDown. And they'll turn on one of the TVs of SmackDown. Next thing you know, the whole bar is watching wrestling.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've done it to multiple bars.
You don't care if it's fake or real.
Right. I've done it at Buffalo Wild Wings. Yo, could you turn that TV to on Fox, please?
Look, if something is hype, people are gonna watch. That's the end zone.
Because I said he can come to the goddamn cookout. He's bringing the potato salad. That's why.
Damn it.
I explain to you. That is like literally most of what I watched as a kid. It's like
Mongo was in the Navy. Damn it.
We all watch the same stuff.
I was saying earlier, back when they killed UPN, I can't remember what channel it was, but they had a block where it was Malcolm and Eddie, and then it was the Jamie Foxx show, and then it was the Wayne, and then it was Pimp My Ride.
Oh, bro, Mongo was in his room, saggy pants, hat backwards, extra long
Do-rag
tee,
on.
getting it.
I'll tell you right now, Mongo will agree with me. Because there was no streaming during that time, that is why a lot of us love the first 5 years of The Simpsons, because they played it so much in syndication.
You couldn't get away from The Simpsons.
Like, my favorite episode of The Simpsons is when Sideshow Bob takes the dad on the Wright brothers plane, and he tells them to shut down all the TV networks, and then Krusty is out there on the outskirts with the picture of Dwight D. Eisenhower. I found out it's President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Let's get busy. I love that. I always crack up at that. That literally watching that. Who ain't black?
What? Yeah, we've been told you he was.
Mongo is black.
First of all, you ain't met Jackson. You ain't met Jackson.
Right, y'all ain't met my
Mongo and Jackson are cousins. Jackson
Right, you ain't met
baby for about the past 7 years.
That motherfucker's good.
Jackson is part of the Navy. I think Jackson actually has a ranking in the Navy. Isn't he like a lieutenant or something like that? Like he's not just part of it.
Jack is main event Jay Uso. I'm just the drunk Uso. Hey, I'm not even Jay. I'm just Jimmy.
Yeah, Jackson's from the Navy.
My older brother is the same exact way as Jack.
Exactly. Like
you
don't understand that Bush Webb family. Them some cool niggas. Them some cool niggas.
They some niggas.
They are just some light skinned black people.
Just fluorescent. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'd have said you light skinned.
Light skinned did not. I'm fluorescent.
You over here.
I'm putting that on the medical chart when I go to Boston.
Fluorescent.
Are you Caucasian? I'm fluorescent.
Yeah, he glows, y'all.
Your man Mongo in the nightclub looking like some glow sticks with his arms.
Right. Oh, here go my friend. Who's your friend? The glowing dude.
The nigga glowing.
You see that little disco?
Yes. Sparks. Yes.
Remember
Yes.
Sparks?
Yes.
Sparks? Yes.
But we went off on this long tangent.
All right, we're gonna have to have like a UPN day one day. Just go.
But I want to go back to that. Speaking of the word Reggie. So
Reggie
Scripps is out here in the streets now. Like you got rid of Dolph Ziggler, but you kept Scripps.
Yes.
Reggie.
Who got a fake crime time? I'm with y'all. I like y'all because y'all know how family get down. Like what? Yo, like your man is in here actually with a chain on that says Scripps. Playing craps. Playing crap.
It was a Chevalier 3 years ago. He was serving
playing craps.
I know Mongo saw that tweet from the depressed Detroit Eddie. He was like, "Hey, Shawn Michaels got to go to jail for this."
No.
He had to agree because I was like, "Yo,
that ain't cool."
He got what type of crime time are these dudes? What's that dude's name? Bronco? What accent is that? What is that?
It's the fact of how you got dudes. Where are they shooting dice at? I guess they shooting dice outside the NXT parking lot. Like
the most dangerous alley in parking lot in the world. You're shooting dice. He's still counting money like that. Like I don't.
I thought NXT couldn't get no. I honestly didn't think NXT could get no more blackish. Like I ain't gonna. I would say
What the fuck is Bronco? What is that?
NXT was gonna get so niggerish with I thought that as close as they was gonna get was Trick Mellow game.
No. They put in Bronco.
Niggas over here shooting dice.
Bronco and Lucian.
Lucy, which
Lucian and what? What? No, somebody answer me. What is Bronco? Like, yo, what accent is that, my guy? Like, are you a Southern dude? Are you someplace? What the fuck are you?
They've had one match
was like a Damian Priest ripoff.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
That's Bronco.
Also, Lucian. That sounds like the dude from Saints Row. Like they just pick names out of a hat. Like
he sounds like he should be one of Damien's bootleg cousins off the Devil May Cry.
Listen,
Reggie will never be Prince now. All right, Reggie will never be Prince now.
You know what that
When I drive.
You know what seeing Reggie in that gimmick reminds me of? Remember that episode of Fresh Prince when Carlton stayed in the hood for the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh my! Hey, yo, C Money. Who C Money? That's what they call me.
That's strips.
Because it was so horrible. Because you knew right off the bat, it's like, come on now. It's like, so now y'all realize this fool. We knew it was this fool in the mask. So now y'all took the mask off. Now y'all just got him just going to be.
And gave this nigga an aluminum chain with his name on it.
I didn't like that. It was just dumb. But they want this tag team to get over badly.
First of all,
they're failing. They're failing that.
First of all,
they're putting Reggie with them.
Dude,
you know who just told you who wrote it? I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. He got the looks that drives the girls wild.
That fucking clip that you sent from Twitter that said, NXT on Tubi go hard. Listen.
I got up during that part. That's how I was just like, I know they fucking lying. I just got up like, I'm not even about nope. This is some bullshit.
But did you see how fucking short Reggie is next to these motherfuckers? Like, he comes to their kneecap talking about, that's why I'm with y'all. Nigga, they about to step on you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh my God.
That's another reason why I referenced that episode of Fresh Prince. Because guess who's on that episode? Debo.
Zeus ass. And
Carlton was to his torso.
That sounds like a big word. I don't like big words.
I tweeted, I said, Lord, now Reggie a hood nigga named Scripps.
That man went from a Chevalier to
your man went from
to a masked man doing little fancy signatures.
Your man went from being in love with Naya to then being in love with who? Dana? Or who was it?
Dana.
Yeah.
The bad part about it is someone said they shared a clip. They shared an old newspaper article that was talking about when he was doing the little flippy jump as being with Carmella, and they were like, "Oh, local St. Louis guy, like man, has went from being in gangs to now he's wrestling across the world. This man went from cripping to flipping."
Tossing dice in these streets. A double six. Because I always see it.
I know I'm sick. I got these niggas rolling the dice. I got the moves that really moves them. Hey, Reggie.
He was a Universal Soul Circus. I mean, the Universal Soul Circus is probably one of the few circuses that I will go to, and we all know why. Right. I don't go to the other circuses, and I probably did see Reggie ass because he's an acrobat like that. That's one of their main things that they have is to Their version of clowns is more acrobatics. So the clowns are a lot more acrobatic, where they're doing more flips, getting tossed out of shit, jumping over shit, things like that nature. So more than likely, yeah, I 100% believe Reggie Ass was up there at the Unisoul Circus, because that's how they
And they
say it.
literally like, I can't even be mad at HBK because I'm pretty sure HBK is he's low key like the cool teacher at the same time. So it's like, what you want to do? I just want to stop being scripts. I'm tired of wearing this mask. I think I got
No. The name Scripts gotta stay. How about we put you in the streets? I mean, I did, girl. That's right. You was in the streets for what, a half a day? All right. Yeah. That makes you hood. Hey, yo, get that kid Bronco and Lucien. Bronco and what is it? Bronco
it's
Mia?
bad that it's like they hyped them up as a
Mongo, look them names up, please. That's killing me. Bronco Mia, is that his name?
Lucy Prince and Bronco something. Ain't it Lucy Prince?
Bronco Nima and Lucien Price.
What the fuck is a Bronco Nima? What is Bronco Nima?
I don't know them as Lucien and Bronco. They hyped them up as they were going to be this up and coming tag team. They had like one or two matches, and then the Reggie shit happened, the Script shit happened, and now Script's with them. I don't know what could have possibly happened to now they need a third person with them. It just seems like they're just trying to they're just putting two sinking ships together to hope that they can float. Or maybe they're putting. I honestly feel like they probably are just like, hey, Reggie, go with them, because they're probably trying to make sure Reggie ain't on the future endeavors list.
He can't be on a free.
Reggie must have some dirt on somebody. Let's get into the last two pieces of news. So this whole SmackDown or the WWE and UFC merger, the whole TKO thing. A lot of money involved, but TKO doesn't want Vince anywhere near this shit.
Yeah.
Looks like TKO doesn't want Vince involved at all. This is coming from Kate Side Seats. There was a filing from TKO admitting McMahon is a potential liability to their business. Quote, McMahon's membership on our board could expose us to negative publicity and or have other adverse financial and operational impacts on our business. His membership also may result in additional scrutiny or otherwise exacerbate the other risks described herein. Any of these outcomes could directly or indirectly have adverse financial operational impacts on our business. They're telling Vince to get the fuck out.
Basically, and I mean,
that was
Vince
a public filing. That wasn't like an email that was found. That wasn't a note that was in the trash. That was a public filing by the
company. They have to file that stuff.
Yeah.
With the SEC.
Yeah. Yo, look at here, Vince. We want you to
and that's why, like, Vince played the long game, like on that, like we're literally on the outside, but looking at it from like a business standpoint, he played this the right way. Hey, you forced your way back in, and then he sat up here and told that lie, talking about he felt like WWE was stagnant. That's a lie. They've had record profits ever since the pandemic has hit. They filed
to go out.
They filed.
They killed it during the pandemic because they were the only live thing we had.
They filed for the protection to make sure that they could still go, and then that's why they had everybody go. They stayed in Florida because they had DeSantis in their pocket. We heard, what was it, Steph DeLander, is that her name? She sat there and said that she heard they had to reopen for DeSantis to put on a show on a random Saturday. So, like, he said here talking about they were stagnant. No, they weren't stagnant at all. They made hell of money. He did everything from a business standpoint. He did everything cutthroat. He forced his way back in, and then once he got back in, he said, "Hey, I'm not trying to sell." He ain't sold the company. He ain't made that money. Then he's been named executive chairman. and now they're saying, "Oh, we think he's going to be a liability." He knew that, and now he's
exactly what he wanted.
Now you're gonna have to buy me out.
He's selling. He's going to sell his shares. That's more money. He's going to double up. He's doubling up on this. You got money for the merger, and then you go sell your shares. You get more money, and now he's going to be retired.
Not yet.
No,
not yet. But eventually, he's in the process of selling all his shares.
All he wants to do. He holds around 28.84 million TKO shares, valued at $3 billion as of yesterday's market close. TKO has registered all of McMahon's shares for sale, like Matt said, thus enabling him to avoid the lockup period that applies to other TKO stockholders like Endeavor and Silver Lake. So he did this to get out immediately. So he's not looking to be around.
He just wants to be rich.
Matt's saying. Yeah.
He's literally done this to be rich. He doubled up. He made money from the merger. Now he's going to sell the stock and make more money. He don't give a shit. Like, it was a post in Top Rope saying, well, what if he did all this and now he's fired all these people? Vince ain't in control of none of that. This was all, they got rid of these people because they was ready to get rid of them. Mutual or not mutual. They was ready to cut dead weight. And this is no way in form them trying to sabotage to go to AEW. Because if y'all don't realize it or not, I know the three of us sitting here, me included, all four of us know, the Khans got way more money than that little $3 billion that Vince got. $3 billion is probably what they end up paying just for their soccer players. Because they own the Jacksonville Jaguars. They own a soccer team. They own AEW. Vince ain't got the money. Vince ain't got the money to buy no AEW. And I don't think AEW is even for sale. It will never be for sale. I don't think they're ever going to go under. That's the bad part about it. Like, as much as we say, oh, AEW sucks, they're rich.
Right. Super rich.
They're rich.
Super rich. They the type of rich. They the type of rich that they got like 4 generations that don't have to work ever.
The bad part about
something horrific has to happen for that to ever.
Like, they're so rich. Like, I'm pretty sure they're just like, oh man, here's a revenue check from the NFL just for, even though we're 4-12, here's a $1 billion check from the NFL. Oh, okay. Put that in the AEW account.
Just big money. So yeah.
Vince is getting rich.
Vince is getting out when the getting's good.
With his fucked up mustache. With his broken back. That's why his back ain't broke.
Yo, your man sacrificed his back for that mustache. Okay. And it is screaming rapey.
We're going to end on this one last little piece. It's not really major as any of this was. We're going to end a little bit lighter thing. Turns out Santana and Ortiz's social media feud might be a work.
Oh, God.
Because they're starting a feud on Rampage. So it's true that they have fallen out over the years, and that they're not really close anymore.
Right.
They decided to work a feud after their tag match, and that's what we're doing now. So maybe the stuff on Twitter and Instagram or whatever it was just fueled a feud and wasn't actually that serious.
Well, that's not surprising because I saw a clip on
Grand
IG
Slam
earlier. Yeah, on Grand Slam.
Yeah, we'll get into Grand Slam. Go ahead, Mike.
What I was saying, like, I saw a clip on Instagram where those two approached each other after a match. I don't know, was it Santana's match? And Ortiz came out the ring, and they like was face to face. And the question was, "Is this a work?" And I was like, "Damn, it may well be a work."
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I think it's a work to the point of 2 grown men understanding that this is business right now. But I think all that shit is for real.
Oh,
like, because it's like I would think it was a work if the argument and the narrative changed. This has been the ongoing issue with them for a while. You know what I mean? It's not like this is a brand new thing that they're arguing about. This is something that we've known about for a while. That Santana wasn't happy with his role in the company. Like we've known about that since before he got injured. And he was out for a year. So I don't think that much is a work. I think the bumping into each other at the ramp, yeah, that's a work because these are two
Right.
grown ass men with families they gotta feed. They understand, yo, we can do business together, but I ain't fucking with
What Santana and Ortiz are about to do is what people were hoping the Bucks and Omega and Punk could do, which was put the bullshit aside, make some cash, walk away. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works out because that's how it used to be.
Yo,
Wrestlers
listen,
are all
everybody,
very aggressive people. Like
you
most
can
locker rooms are intense. So like
listen.
being able to work with someone that you don't like, that is part of life.
That's an everyday fucking thing. If you're an adult, if you work, period. If you work, period. Whether you're a teenager at a job or whether you're an adult at your job, if you work, you have somebody at your place of employment that you don't fuck with. Plain and simple. You don't rock with them. You don't fuck with that person. But guess what? Because you want to make money, guess what you do? You go to work every day and you deal with that person and you make money and then you go about your business at the end of the day. And that's what Santana and Ortiz are doing. The problem here with Punk is Punk want to try to do business, but also fight at the same time of doing business. Like, nah, bro, we can't do both. We can't fight and do business. It's one or the other. Because if we fight, I'm gonna fuck you up, you and your dog Ace.
What we got there? What's that? What's that? French toast. Oh shit.
French toast, Imperial Ale.
But excuse me, guys. This is right you brought it up. We need to get into it too. Grand Slam happened. Who here watched Grand Slam?
I watched a good portion of it. I'm not gonna lie, and then part of me remembered that I was there last year, and I remember how long I was there for, so I started to feel bad for the crowd, and I went to sleep for them.
So, Grand Slam, we got some new champions and some new injuries. Now,
Oh yeah, now that I did see.
the first match was the most exciting part of the show.
Right.
Eddie Kingston defeated Claudio Castagnoli to become the new Ring of Honor World
Mm.
Champion.
I'm bravo. Okay, I have mixed feelings on this. I have mixed feelings.
All right.
I have mixed feelings on this, and the reason why I have mixed feelings on this is y'all know I like Eddie Kingston. I always make fun of Uncle Eddie, like he smoked with a
Right.
cigarette and shit on the corner. Like I like Eddie Kingston. I like this for him. You know, he finally has a world championship, but I was enjoying the idea more of Claudio going to Japan to defend a New Japan championship with the possible matchups. The geek hardcore wrestling fan was more excited about that portion, whereas the personal wrestling fan was more excited about Eddie. So that's why I said I have mixed.
Yeah. I get that, but still, big moment for Eddie,
Dude,
and it's something
huge
that
moment.
the crowd was dying to see. I
The
get where you're
crowd
coming
died
from
for the
that
rest of the night.
Yeah, that's all
After
they
that,
wanted.
I think they
They
used.
just want. I think they might have should have had Eddie winning in the main event,
Yeah.
like
I'm
especially looking
happy
at how
for
the
Eddie.
show ended. Yeah.
I'm happy for Eddie because essentially both promotions. I mean, ROH. I look at this as just like when Matt Hardy was the ECW champion. So he's kind of like ECW champion on both like New Japan and AEW. ROH is kind of like their ECW, almost NXT. So He's the world champ. He's got basically both belts. It's nice for him to finally have a recognized world champion. He's finally going to be a world champion. So he's getting his just dues. Long overdue.
Exactly. It is long overdue. The man worked hard. You know what I mean? And because it's not like any wrestler or anybody who had problems with him said that he wasn't a good wrestler. They said his issue was he was lazy back in the day and he didn't put in the work.
It's just crazy. Like I saw a tweet saying like he was on the verge of getting ready to quit the business until he popped up in AEW to fight Cody. And
that was his last gasp. Yeah, that was his last gasp. Yeah, good for Eddie. That's something that I'm happy that we had like a big emotional moment that night. That was pretty great.
Right.
Claudio shakes his hand, but they don't hug. It's just like a respect. Hey, you got it, and he left.
Because Claudio couldn't believe he got knocked the fuck out with that spinning back.
Yeah. Laid his ass up.
Motherfucker said that was 2, right? That was 2, right? And nigga like, nah, motherfucker, that was 3. Get a belt up.
We had John Moxley defending the.
We had John. Okay.
He got knocked.
Did you see the match?
I watched it. Yeah. So here's the thing. I missed the first half of it, and I had to go back and see what you were talking about. So
John Moxley died 30 seconds into the fucking match.
What is the belt called? The
international.
So yeah. So apparently, Mox got hit by a dive from Phoenix at the very start of the match.
Yep.
His head bounced off the fucking ramp.
On the ramp, right. He was out on his feet for like 9 minutes.
Easily.
And he wakes up later on in the match, but he's clearly just like not really there. Mm-hmm. And then by the end of the match, Phoenix hits a Phoenix driver that if you've seen the Owen Hart Stone Cold pile driver moment, that's what it looked like. Moxley's neck, like it was rough.
Boing boing, man. That's
and then the ref goes like. The ref goes to do the pin, and Moxley doesn't move, but the ref says he kicked out. And this is another.
And Mox said, "Fuck you" to the ref.
So he has to get up and take the move again, and then get pinned. This is another point where the refs in AEW don't recognize something's happening because they're told.
So basically, it was a repeat of Jericho Neville.
Yeah.
So it's like he's hurt, you jackass. You are doing
end it. Yeah. And then, but like the thing is, like we've seen this. This is what the fourth time.
It's too common in AEW.
Yeah, because like it was what's his name got
Matt
knocked
Hardy.
out in that match. No, well Matt Hardy, yeah. But somebody got knocked out in the match, and they had to like drag him to the corner.
It was with the Young Bucks. It was a tag team match with the Young Bucks. Yeah. But that kid got knocked out mid fucking match, and they wrestled around his ass.
Yeah, instead of stopping the match. And like, I don't know if this, when they're there, the refs are told this is how the match is going to go. Don't change it. But if something like that happens with Mox, where he's knocked out, just count the pin. You already know that he's going to win. He's losing anyway. Count the pin. Just count the pin. So, I'm sure Phoenix feels terrible. I'm sure, the ref, after he figured out what happened, he was up, I'm sure they both feel horrible about it. Things happen in wrestling. People get hurt. Injuries happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of injuries, Phoenix should not feel bad about anything that happened there. I hope he's not. I hope he's not upset. Like, I know that can really affect him mentally. I hope Phoenix is all right. Mox is apparently good. He walked out on his own 2 feet. He met Renee at the stage. Got checked out. He has a concussion.
Maybe that man can finally take a man a rest.
Give him a vacation. Yeah, give him a vacation, please.
That's all that means. It just means he needs a vacation because he's worn down. He's just tired. Dude's been gone for so long.
Yeah. Next up, in the world title match.
Speaking of injury with the world title,
man, shout out.
2 injuries in the world title match.
Shout out to
Neither one of them
within 5 minutes of each other. Not even that's
But
within
not-
45 seconds of each other.
But
Literally.
neither one was a competitor.
And the crazy thing about it was I wasn't even watching at that point, and I saw someone tweet, "Is
I woke
he
up for that.
fucking hurt because of that damn ramp? What the fuck is wrong with that ramp?"
Yeah. So before
Adam
that
Cole
happens,
jumps off the
before
ramp.
that- Hold on, before we get to that,
The ref
the ref
blows.
got hurt.
I think the ref blew his quad out or knee. Yo,
Yeah.
all I saw was him go through the ropes. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
so-
is he diving through the ropes for? Like,
Joe is like, I think MJF is running into Joe. Joe accidentally puts the ref in the corner. The ref sees MJF coming, and the ref ducks out of the ropes. But his leg got either caught on the ropes or he landed wrong on the floor. And the second that happens, a doctor is checking on him. He can
immediately.
he's like screaming, and MJF and Joe are clearly like trying to
What
do
the
stuff
fuck?
while they're waiting on the ref to come in. The ref comes in to count a pin or to check to see if Joe's choked out or something, and he's like crawling and he's like just trying his best to get into the ring.
Yo.
And maybe check.
The
His
ref
leg
looked
is
like
done. His leg is
the
out.
ref looks like he fucking what you call it. Looked like he was number 4 contestant in the Royal Rumble and lasted to number 28. That's how fucking he was staggering.
See, I told y'all what happened the first time I took Deirdre to see Impact. They did a little. They were recording it. They were recording Impact or whatever, and they did a brawl with Scott and Bully Ray, and they had the ref and Tommy Dreamer and all them. They had the refs come out and break it up. So they're like, they go to commercial, and everybody's clearing the ring, and they're playing a little the old theme, and then we hear, we need a doctor to come up down to the ring. Because I thought the ref was just selling. One of the refs was still down on the ground, like just down there stuck, because he had hurt himself in the middle of the brawl.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god!
I remember
First time on Impact and seeing someone die.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
I remember you telling us about that. They had an injury recently, didn't they? At the 1,000 taping, I think Gail Kim landed on her head.
Boing,
Jesus.
man.
Thankfully, she's all right, but like that was horrible. But so we're not even done. So again, neither of the competitors got injured, but there were 2 injuries. All right, so our number 1, the ref. Adam Cole runs down. Adam Cole runs down to try to find the Dynamite Diamond Ring, I think.
Here's Adam Cole's problem. If
He ran down like he had to take shit.
If you're gonna run with a pair of ones on, because he had on a pair of ones, you gotta lace them bitches up. Because if you don't lace them bitches up, it's like having on slippers. You don't take a jump that high with a pair of slippers on. You need some shock absorbent. So you better lace them bitches up.
He already hurt himself running out there because he was already running like a crab almost.
But that's how he always runs. You never noticed that? He got the Steven Seagal run.
Yes, he does.
Adam Cole got the Steven Seagal. The ha 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 ha. So
I know that rap got burned.
Your man takes the leap of faith off of the ramp, bust up him ankle. Now he limping, looking for the diamond ring, and I'm like, I know this motherfucker didn't just hurt himself.
Right? It's like, it's like when somebody try to act like they not hurt. It's like, bro, I know you hurt. Like, just say you hurt.
I know that shit hurt. Ooh, that remember that on video? Ooh, that hurt it.
Like it don't hurt. Look at him try to play it off.
That hurt it. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit hurt it.
Yeah. He jumps off the ramp, lands incredibly wrong. And he's like hobbling.
Because he jumped incredibly wrong.
If you've ever played what's that? But if you ever played like the Friday the 13th game that came out recently,
I think my fish is trying to fuck my snail.
Oh god.
All right. So, well, anyway, anyway,
You
he's like
don't see what I
hobbling
see right
around.
now.
I don't need to see what you see. You can
No,
keep
yes,
that.
you do. I'm gonna send that. I'm gonna send a picture of that shit.
Absolutely not. Um, he's hobbling around the ring. He's like struggling to get up to the ropes, to like, come on, Max, you can fight, Max. And then I
Mm.
think he's supposed to like interfere in the match, but instead he just kind of gets up on the apron and then gets knocked off. And you can tell he's just favoring that leg the whole time. Even when the match is over, Max wins, chokes out Joe, retains the belt. Great match.
Your man is limping.
He's limping and the ref are limping. Again, 2 injuries. Neither one of them are the contenders. Neither one of them. It's
Neither
2
one
in
of
a
them.
match.
And
2
at least you
injuries.
can get another
Neither one
rep.
of them
You
got
can't
hurt.
get another Adam Cole.
You wanna know what's funny about that whole match? Was Mongo typing in the chat? Did the ref just blow his knee out?
Bro,
And the reason that I said that
he
is because I've blown my knee
didn't
out
little
4 times.
didn't the ref little Nate do that before?
Yes, he did.
In the middle of a match, blew his damn
Yes,
knees
he
out.
did. Yes, and
it was
those
funny
things are like
because
those are freak accidents, man. Those are just like you couldn't have really done anything to prevent
Nah, this mother
his knee blowing out, but it was just like you
that
could
motherfucker
tell something
dove.
was wrong. You
Right.
could tell
you saw
something was
that,
wrong immediately.
like I'm
And
half watching the main event at that point, and I see Mongo say that in the chat. I look up and I see the goddamn ref holding his leg like Peter Griffin. I'm like, oh, look up his knee. He was literally doing that in the goddamn ring, and
Shit went bad.
Yeah, shit went left real quick with him.
It was just I couldn't believe that match was that cursed.
That's why I'm like, good Lord. I'm
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 amazed that it wasn't MJF or Samoa Joe. Like it was the ref and Cole, who had no reason to even be injured.
They took the hits. They took all the hits instead of actual competitors.
So we're a day later.
I'm mad Samoa Joe lost.
You're mad, Joe? I think Joe. You probably gonna have Joe win there.
That's I really do. Like I think like Joe kind of deserves it, yo.
Like MJF has one of the longest reigns, I think, in AEW. 307 days. He's got a very long reign. Like it's not like it's been a bad one. He could lose now.
He could lose now and win him right back.
I thought we were gonna get the Adam Cole turn here. We didn't.
No,
Cole
sir.
turned his knee inside out.
Yeah,
And
they money with that for a while.
So now Cole, there's not really an official report on how bad the injury is. He's been walking around on crutches since last night and today.
Good Lord.
So we got a big match in 2 weeks of defending against the Kingdom, the tag titles. And the whole story is that MJF is wrestling with a hurt neck, when in reality, Cole's gonna be wrestling with a bad knee.
Broke down ass.
That show was cursed.
Mm-hmm.
That happens a lot in AEW. That happens a lot where things is like that. You couldn't have really prevented this.
Snowballs.
It just happens, and it just happens so much.
And they have snowball effects with their injuries.
Yeah. So and like that stage, that ramp thing, like that shouldn't cause issues. But that isn't the first time that ramp has caused a problem with AEW.
It's about to be burnt.
Like, didn't they have someone's leg get trapped inside of that ramp?
DB.
Yeah.
DB.
Yeah. Like, dude, just do a regular ramp. Just do a regular ramp. It's fine. No one's gonna be upset about it. No one cares. Just do a regular ramp. But no, you have to make it, this unique thing. And, and, I think that's the thing where, as much as we rag on WWE for like overdoing the safety,
Right.
the second something causes someone to suffer significant damage,
they're like, oh no.
They kind of toss it away. They're like, all right, let's not do that anymore.
But even Seth almost getting impaled, they're like, yeah, you know what? Never gonna have spikes on the end of that again. Let's not do that.
We're not gonna have anybody slide into the cage under the cage anymore. We're never doing that again.
When it comes
Everything
to safety,
except for that damn turnbuckle power bomb. Aside from that, everything gets tossed to the side.
when it comes
That
to
shit was
safety,
a hit put out by Trips. That's what that was. That shit was a hit put out by Trips on Sting, yo. Hey, yo, Seth. Hey, yo, baby. Let's take this old motherfucker out. Exactly.
Take this motherfucker out. When it comes to safety, WWE shows you what to do. AEW is the exact opposite. They show you what not to do.
They show you
Impact.
Right. They show you how to kill.
And Impact shows you how to motherfucking kill a person.
Right.
Run them over, stab them, shoot them.
Nothing is funnier than Eddie Kingston running over that kid.
Yeah. Exactly. The match involved MJF and Samoa Joe. The people that got hurt were Adam Cole,
baby.
All right. I'm gonna make you feel bad, but here we go. We're gonna talk about this cup. This is I think it's like the third time you brought this up. We're gonna talk about it real quick. So this cup right here, it's heavy. It's a tumbler. It's heavy. Got some weight to it. When I was in a coma, my body got all weaker than normal, very weak. When I woke up, a part of my recovery was having to lift shit, right? And they'll give me like styrofoam cups of water to drink. Like, just lift that little styrofoam cup. And my mom, who most of you have met, a lovely lady, walked in and said, hell no, he's going to use this. Which this thing is, a styrofoam cup weighs nothing. This, 4 pounds. Now, my body had atrophied to the point where 4 pounds sucked a lot. It was like I was bench pressing 300.
I'll say 4 pounds was 400.
I was doing this. I was having to my hand was shaking, trying to just like get water in my mouth, right? But that was a whole thing where she's like, "It's gonna be tough to recover. You better start doing it now." So that's my drinking cup that I used then.
That's why we say he's black, because that's a black mom.
Ain't nobody gonna be getting his ass no little styrofoam cup or nothing. He gonna be drinking out of this, so you might as well get used to this right here.
I swear to God, that's exactly what you said. So
let's start off with this weak ass shit. We don't even had that at our house.
We don't even have styrofoam. What is that? No,
my baby ain't no.
We got a real glasses.
But no, I just gotta wash it a little bit. Just put some water in it. It's fine. So yeah, so this is the cup that I use often. Just it's something that I especially when I'm kind of feeling a little rough. Because it's kind of like a little thing of like remembering how far I've come, and even if I'm having a bad day, I can still lift the cup. I mean, I can do it one-handed now. So that's why I use this cup a lot. I do wash it. I promise it's not getting any mold or shit in it, but that's why I have the cup. There we go.
Now, how you like him now?
And that beer has been French toast.
That's my first merchandise. Is like I can lift the cup.
I can see you pee.
I'm gonna tell mom.
Yeah. Uh, look. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's you don't. It's fine. You don't. You didn't know. It's okay. I can clearly take the joke. It's all right. Back to other injuries that are more funny. No, yeah, it was two guys that just weren't involved in a match that got hurt.
Fucking.
Hopefully everybody's okay. Hopefully next week we learn that everybody's fine.
Do we care about the
Boxing is
ref?
what was scary. I care. Look, as someone that is, have you been watching the Roddy stuff where it's like neck health is very important? It is.
Dude, Roddy has been killed. The way that hospital bed squeaked, I was like, oh, I know exactly what hospital he at. He at Metro on 99th and First.
When Adam comes in, Adam, Roddy,
open your eyes.
Roddy, Adam, I can't see you. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes, Roddy.
Oh, there you
Adam. with the glasses on.
It is high art. That's what that is. Everything. Like, I want the Kingdom to win the tag titles. I want Roddy to come back from this neck injury and just, recover and be the best Roddy he can be. But I can't get enough of these segments. They're so funny. They're so funny.
Dude, that hospital.
Remember years ago when we were like, Roddy doesn't have a personality. Remember that?
Didn't we say what was his name? God damn it. Shit. Bobby Roode gave Roddy his goddamn personality?
Yeah.
Because he had that
was like his first big feud. Yeah.
Right. And he pulled his ugly wife into it.
That's not cool. I'm not saying. I'm gonna back out of that one. Hold on. Let me get the thing.
She was ugly as hell.
You.
Motherfucker, this is my last show for like 6 weeks. I don't need you getting me in trouble. My last show. Come on now. Have y'all seen the Ring of Honors? Have y'all seen Athena and Ring of Honor trying to train the other women to be like her underlings?
I think she has a little these two little minions with her,
like Billy Starks and somebody else. It's very funny. It's like it's the most entertaining thing on Ring of Honor right now. So it's like,
which is weird because Athena didn't. I didn't think Athena had personality at first because she couldn't cut a promo roll for damn.
I think she's a better heel than she is a face.
Even in the beginning, she wasn't that good as a heel. Even in the beginning,
no. At the beginning, she's a very bland heel. Just I'm bad because of this, and that's. But now it's a lot more interesting, and AEW is really starting to nail the character stuff more, which is great. Is there anything else we can talk about this week?
I'm honestly still in mourning for the people that are still at Grand Slam.
They're still there right now.
They're still there right now. Because like I said, you know what's funny? It came up. The reason why I'm really in mourning because it came up on my phone memories for today, and today was last year Wednesday, so I was at Grand Slam, and I was definitely still there. Still there. It was only 10. Oh, it's only 10:50. Oh, definitely still there.
It's like,
mind you,
26 hours. All right, that's not good.
Right, mind you, I got there at about 4. Because you do a couple little meet and greets and stuff, so you got there about 4. Yeah, I was still there.
Yeah, I saw the Facebook highlights from last year. You and Tito over there.
Still there.
I'm still there in my mind. I never left.
I feel like Steve when he did that Vietnam reenactment.
Me and Chuck, we're gonna go. Me and Chuck, we're gonna go cruising, man. We're
Man.
gonna go
We're
cruising.
cruising. I was still there this time, just still there.
It's okay,
And
son.
that's when I really found out about the song. I wanna go home. 'Cause that's all that played in my head for the last 49 hours I was there. Still there. I'm looking over like, oh no, I'm still here. I'm, I wonder if anybody noticed I went to sleep for 4 matches. Nope, nobody noticed because guess what? They're still here. No.
And back then, that's when they were still doing dark elevation.
Bro,
And he was there for like 10 hours.
I saw 4 days worth of tapings. All right, can I tell you anything? I saw 4 days worth of tapings.
And the dark elevation stuff, it was like 18 matches of card.
This motherfucker
Bro.
saw 120 matches.
This man saw 5 dozen matches in 10 hours.
I saw the
125
entire AEW roster. Okay, that day. If you were signed to AEW, I saw you. I saw you.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we've been pretty electric.
Oh, we've definitely been electrified. God damn it.
Oh, Jesus.
Folks, don't forget to follow us at Facebook.com/UnderTheRingPod and Twitch.tv/UnderTheRingPod. You can also follow us at Linktree/UnderTheRingPod, where right there you'll find. God damn it, Mongo, get it together. All right, fine. Folks, Thursday, 8:30ish, 9ish, follow us. If you follow the page, you'll know exactly when we come on. Today we were a little bit after 8:45ish.
And you know what?
Today,
That's what the ish is for. The ish.
the ish. Because sometimes ish happens.
The ish is very important to the invitation show.
Heavy on the ish.
Sometimes we are simply taking an ish.
This is you remember day 1 ish? This is day 2 ish.
Yeah.
Taking a 2
And that's why we said Mongo was bringing the potato salad. Because he knows heavy on the ish when you got a podcast with us.
Hey, we'll keep it real. We was waiting on Mongo. Mongo can take all the time he needs. So
all the time.
I mean, like Mike said.
Oh my God. Who
tell
is
you.
this? Is this Depot?
That's Devo.
Yeah,
Mike?
Devo I know. Like my soul is off my body.
Follow us at Linktree/UnderTheRingPod. There at Linktree, you'll find each of our individual links, such as Greg Bush SK, me, Rock Ribs 44, Mr. Fresh Beard, Mikey Mike, and the man with the beer in his hand, the right answer, and our special news correspondent. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's do special news correspondent, Justin D. Baxley, because I'm going to bring up Laz, who is also the goddamn champion, the captain of the street team.
Get y'all's predictions.
Next week is predictions, so folks, be prepared
Yeah.
for the river flow of fall.
If you're following us for the first time and you want to get in on these predictions, it's none of that crazy stuff. You got to join a Patreon to join in or any of that. Just show up next Thursday.
And put your comments. Give us your picks.
What's the show next week? Is it
NXT No Mercy?
NXT No Mercy. All right, the show that Mustafa Ali is no longer a part of.
Right. It gives us a free pickup in fantasy.
You.
And we first in waivers too. So that's 2 picks.
You skags. I hate you. I hate all 3 of you. This is gonna be the NW. This is gonna be the NWO show for the next 6 weeks or so.
Right.
I'm gonna be having me a major surgery.
Debo's alive.
I'm gonna get my throat cut open. Gonna have a part of it removed, and they're gonna cut me a little bit deeper down. What did I say in the chat earlier? Crack me open like a lobster.
Crack you open like
Yeah.
a lobster, and
Like a
scared
lobster.
me.
And so it's gonna be intense. So I'm gonna be out for a while. I'm gonna be all right. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for me. But I'm gonna be gone. So until then, it's the NWO show, whatever the hell that means, good or bad.
It
Probably
just
bad,
means we'll
but-
still be in second place, probably 6 weeks from now.
It means
I don't know.
it
that
means
double
we gonna
pickup.
wear ski masks every show. Every show is a ski mask
Well,
show.
at one point, you're gonna have to tell Batty about UPN. That's all. That's all I know. Apparently, she missed out on that.
You
Yeah,
missed
But
out
until
on.
then,
You missed out on good nigga TV.
If you
Right,
watch the Steve Harvey show, if you watch the WB, UPN was just a blacker UP. It was just a blacker WB.
Way
I'll
black.
get the hell out of here before I get in trouble. So y'all have a great weekend. Y'all have a great football season. This team's not doing great, but Longhorns are doing all right. So
Yeah.
Enjoy the time. Enjoy the spooky October month, my favorite month of the year. Watch scary stuff.
Spooktober, baby.
Maybe watch Bray Wyatt's Funhouse match. Be a nice little thing this year.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And,
this man is being modest. Mongo is a big horror fan. I would advise you to follow Mongo on whatever social media platform you can, because this is around the time when Mongo puts out his yearly Halloween list.
I mean, and he about to be just sitting. Oh yeah, he about to get into some movies.
I'm gonna be watching spooky movies. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll talk about every movie that I see. I'll post the list next week.
And next week, folks, let's let you know, one of the themes next week is we will be discussing what our favorite movie is that features a wrestler and why is it No Holds Barred.
I'm about to say, already.
It's not going to be no holds barred for me.
Okay, and why is it No Holds Barred? That's going to be
not
next.
going to be no holds barred for me.
On that note, y'all have a great weekend.
Hey,
Somebody.
do the dog for Mongo, folks. Hey, do the dog.
No.
Do the dog.
Y'all have a good one.